Honda may not be the first name you think of when it comes to all-wheel drive cars and trucks, but fact is they have a wide range of vehicles equipped with more than one type of all-wheel drive system. Currently, the Honda family actually has 3 primary all-wheel drive setups. The Honda CR-V and HR-V have a system called real-time all-wheel drive. This only sends power to the back when slip is detected. It's very similar to the type of system found in the Nissan Altima all-wheel drive and the Toyota RAV4. But this video isn't focusing on Honda's low-cost system. Today we're getting into Honda's more technically impressive torque vectoring systems. Vehicles like the Honda Ridgeline and Pilot come with a setup called i-VTM4, or Intelligent Variable Torque Management. In Honda's luxury lineup, otherwise known as Acura here in the States, there is Super Handling All-Wheel Drive, or SH-AWD. Throughout the years, these systems have had many revisions. This video is specifically covering the systems as they are in the 2019 model year vehicles. Also, I am simplifying quite a lot so you can understand what they do in the real world. Let's jump in with a bombshell. According to Honda Public Relations, who I reached out to while making this video, the current version of i-VTM4, as available in the Pilot Ridgeline and the upcoming Passport, as well as Acura's SH all-wheel drive in the RDX and MDX, they're mechanically similar, but they have unique tuning. And we'll get to that later. The primary benefit of both these systems is how they shift torque to the outside rear wheel when cornering, overdriving that wheel by up to 2.7% to improve handling. The exact amount is determined by a number of factors, including steering angle, lateral g-forces, and the vehicle yaw rate. To see how this works, here I am driving the 2019 RDX. This is the dash as I take an aggressive right, followed by a left with a heavy throttle. Power is even on the front wheels, but the emphasis is on the outside rear wheel as I cut through each corner. And I just love that torque shift in the back as it's moving power between the left and right wheels. That power to the outside wheel helps the RDX rotate around the corner, similar to how a rear-wheel drive vehicle would use a limited slip differential. And because it's tied to the vehicle dynamic system, I can choose to dial back that aggressive cornering ability by simply switching to a more sedate, normal, or comfort driving mode. That same performance-oriented cornering feel is present in the MDX as well, as it shares a similar setup and dynamics control system. SH all-wheel drive isn't just for sealed surfaces. It also does a surprisingly good job on the loose stuff. Honda may not have ever been in the World Rally Championship, but it doesn't mean that their all-wheel drive system isn't a hell of a lot of fun in the gravel. Ha! That's because the torque vectoring system is not just there to prevent slip. It's also adding power to the back when that is advantageous. Going up this hill, it'll actually detect that the vehicle is tilting and put more power to the back as I go up. That's how this system differs from other, less expensive systems, where the Nissan Rogue, Toyota RAV4, and even the Honda CR-V real-time all-wheel drive will only send power to the back when slip is detected, and only for short bursts. SH all-wheel drive and i-VTM4 proactively send power to the back and distribute it side to side as the system sees fit. It can also do this for much longer periods of time without overheating or causing excessive system wear. This is thanks to a unique design that incorporates a set of clutch packs in the rear axle. But just because they have similar capabilities doesn't mean SH all-wheel drive and i-VTM4 behave the same in all conditions. First, look how the MDX takes the corner as I apply throttle through the apex. Woohoo! Yeah, this is fun. I didn't even turn traction control off. As the MDX enters the corner and power is applied here, it starts to overdrive the rear outside wheel. Because this is a loose surface and the stability control system is programmed to allow it, the back steps out slightly. That's because SH all-wheel drive is programmed to drive with a rear bias. This lets me use power to rotate the vehicle, just like a rally car. I'm going to do the exact
same thing I did with the MDX, only this time with the Pilot. And we'll see what the difference is between this i-VTM4 all-wheel drive system and SH all-wheel drive. Now, keep in mind, they are mechanically very similar. However, they are programmed differently. Okay, got it in sport mode and throttle through. Let's get some speed. As I come around the corner, I'm gonna add throttle to kind of kick that back out. Nope, it's not doing it. The MDX really used that opportunity to swing the back out. This one, I can do it with velocity, but the throttle alone isn't gonna kick that back out to help rotate the vehicle in slippery conditions.
Here you can see that the Pilot doesn't push any extra power to the back in these conditions. The stability control system shuts it down to keep the Pilot tracking with as much stability as possible. In this manner, it drives more like a front bias system. And I understand, for some drivers, that's perfect. Not everyone wants to be swinging the back around in the gravel. Once we get the Pilot back onto sealed surfaces, power once again transfers to the rear outside wheel through the corners, just like SH all-wheel drive. Although the amount it's throwing back there doesn't feel quite as significant. Here it enhances cornering grip without making a real big deal about it. This wouldn't be a thorough test without some snow. Sure, it's great to play in. In fact, both vehicles are loads of fun in the white stuff. First, let's look at the MDX.
Unlike what you would find in the Subaru Forester or even what you would find in the Nissan Altima that we tested recently, this one doesn't have to grab brakes to send torque to the other wheel because it actually has two clutches in the back that help distribute power. I mean, I don't even need to do a lot of work. The vehicle uses torque to keep me going straight, and it knows I want to go straight because my wheel is straight. It has a yaw sensor to detect what is the whole vehicle doing, and it then makes decisions split second to decide how to distribute power. It is amazing. Now, I should be staying in the ruts, but for fun, I'm riding in between the ruts because I want to make it as difficult as it can be on this system. And dude, I'm just plowing here in a good way. Put a snow plow on the front and put me to work. This thing is ready for winter. Ha!
The Pilot using a similar system should see similar results, so let's do something a little different. How does it handle hard acceleration in slippery conditions?
Now, it's interesting testing these vehicles in the real world because real world weather conditions change constantly. We were up here last week and this was completely covered in fresh snow. Then we were here yesterday, no snow. Now I'm back and look, snow. So let's try this i-VTM4 system in the slippery stuff and see how it does. First off, I'm just tracking along here at 15 miles per hour, and of course, yeah, it's working great, no problems. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle it up a little bit. Yeah, and get a little bit of slip. Now let's come to a complete stop and try, I'm not gonna do a 0 to 60, but I'm gonna do a complete stop and start in the snow, and I'm also going to go into the unpacked snow, so we have a little bit of stuff in our wheels here. We'll switch it into snow mode. Cute little picture there. And full throttle. Oh, power to the back now. Lots of power to the back. Traction control's kicking in. But it's actually using the i-VTM4 system to straighten out the vehicle.
Whether you're driving an Acura MDX through snow-covered mountains or a Ridgeline across the desert, Honda's torque vectoring all-wheel drive systems are pretty impressive. They won't replace the capabilities of a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, but for driving enjoyment on a variety of surfaces, both SH all-wheel drive and i-VTM4 are hard to beat.
For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. I hope that you've enjoyed this look at the i-VTM4 and SH all-wheel drive systems, the two top-end systems from Honda. Now, yes, Honda does have some other all-wheel drive systems. They have some that basically shift power from the front to the back only when necessary, but we're not getting into that. Today has been all about their high-end torque vectoring system, and it is one of my favorites. And yeah, I think it's still really good in the Honda Pilot and the Honda Ridgeline. However, I think it's better in the Acuras because I prefer that performance-oriented tuning. Be sure to subscribe, like, share this video. We do them for you. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Or hey, just leave a comment. If you like this video, let us know and we'll make more. Is there an all-wheel drive system that you want to know more about? Post a comment below and who knows, maybe it'll be the next one we do.